our account is ready now. So this is the demo account and it's ready. So if you go on your quotes there, these are your instruments, right? So this is how you're going to place your first trade, right? So let's click on, let's say we choose to trade FX vol 20, right? So we're going to click on the pay there, and then we have the new order. So we want to place a new order, right? So you're not supposed to place an order before you predict the movement of the markets. Remember, in Forex, it's all about predicting the next movement based on the past patterns, right? So it's just like weather forecasting. So you for you to know how the weather is going to behave the next day, you take a look at what the weather maybe has done the few hours before that day. I don't know how those guys do it, but then it's all about predicting the movement of the markets based on what has happened in the past, right? So you click on chart. So these are the charts and these are the patterns. We have plenty of patterns, many of them I'll explain to you, and I'll send the books of the chart patterns and how to read the candlesticks, right? So on the top there, we have a sell button there, and a buy button. So if you predict if you do your analysis and then you make a decision to buy, you then click on buy there, right? If you make a decision to sell, you click on sell there. So how then are you going to make profits, right? So if you buy and the market goes in your direction, you'll make profits. So for example, we're going to press buy there, and then we're going to click trade. So this here is the trade that we just opened, and whenever you open a trade, it starts on a negative just because of the buying prices and the commissions that are taken by the broker. So as you can see, the market right now, the market is moving in our direction. This is why we see those blue numbers there, right? So this is if we go down to a lower time frame, we bought the market somewhere there, and then the market, when it goes up there, we gain what? Profit. And if it goes against us, we lose money. There are losses in trading, and there's nothing we can do about it. But we thank God that there's what we call risk management. So this is going to limit your losses and then maximize your profits. So as for now, the market is moving in our direction, right? So at the same time, if you click on sell and the market goes down, right, you'll be in blues, meaning you'll be in profits. But it's not recommended for you to open two trades in one pay. It doesn't make sense because you have to make one decision in the markets. So this is basically how you guys are going to open your first trade, right? So the other thing is the contract size. So this 0.01 is what we call the contract size. So since we predicted that we were supposed to buy, we placed a buy trade and it went into our direction, it went into our favor. So this is the trade that we took a few minutes ago, and it's in profit. So this here is the contract size, right? We spoke about the contract size in the last video, and this is our profit, right? So I guess you guys can see that our profit it's a very small profit. This is because our contract size is also very small, which is 0.01. So if you want more profits, that means before you place your trade, you have to increase your what? Your contract, or reduce your contract. So your account balance will determine your contract size, right? Just like any business in the world. So we're going to place our next trade with a different contract, so that you guys can see the difference between these contract sizes. So this was 0.10, so we're gonna buy again. We're gonna buy again there. So this is our new trade we bought here. The first one we bought there, and this is our new trade we bought here. So this is our new trade. So you can see that as we get into profit, the profits, they're quite different from this first trade. So we're gonna wait and see what the market is going to give us, right? So this is the difference in the contract sizes. So your contract size will be determined by your account size and also your risk management. It all depends on the amount of money that you're going to be willing to lose. So we placed one trade that time, right? And that was a 0.01 trade. On our lot size was on 0.01 here, and then later on I opened another trade which was on 0.10. So these are different contract sizes. So you can see that there's a difference in the profits that you get from each and every contract size. So if it's 0.01, the profits will be way lesser than from the 0.10 contract. So that's basically what I'm just trying to say. So these are the differences. The trades are both in profits because we bought because they're all buy trades on 90974.88. It's the same level. So we bought here and the market went into our direction. So this basically means that we are in profits. But if the market had went down, we would have been in a loss. So this is the difference in contract sizes. So the next thing is for you to learn how to then plot your take profits and your stop loss orders. So this is how you put your stop loss. So in case I want to put a stop loss on this trade here, I'm going to click on that line there. Then I'm going to click on SL, which stands for stop loss, SL, right? So if you move this line here, you can check those numbers here. This is sorry. So that $10 here means that if the market is going to go opposite your direction, since this is a buy position, if the market was to go down, since we bought the market, if it got to this point, we would have lost about $10, and I wouldn't still want to be in that trade because it means that it's a wrong analysis. So the best thing for me is to get out in that trade and make and get out with a loss of maybe $10 rather than keep on going till I lose everything in my account. So if I was risking $10, I was just going to put it there and click that arrow there and modify, and that will be my stop loss. And then same applies to the take profit as well. If you click there, now you're not clicking on S, or you're clicking on TP, which is your take profit. So if my take profit is supposed to be, let's say I want to close the trade on $600, I'm going to place my take profit there on $600. So you check here, there's $600 there, and then I click on my arrow there and then modify. Right, so the same applies to this other account here, the one with the 0.01. So my stop loss here was going to be all right, let's just leave that for now. But that's basically how you get to open your first trade. So for you guys to get to be better in this, you need to practice and keep on trading on your demo account till you get to a point where you're confident with your analysis and your strategies, so that you can start trading live. Thank you.